Bottomless oysters, bottomless drinks. How many do you think I have to eat and drink to make up for the $250 ticket? All right, so a little bit of context. We're heading off to the TSS Rugby Supporters Club. Our son's been in the first 15 for 3 years, and this is the first time we've attended one of these. Not so much for the price, you know, it's always on a Friday, so it's always difficult to try and shuffle schooling and kids and all that sort of stuff. But this year, one of the lovely mums, one of our good friends, kind of persuaded us to come along, so we're heading to the TSS Supporters Lunch today. It is bottomless food and bottomless drinks. It was $250 a head, so $500 for us two. And you know me, old school whakataine styles, I gotta make that up somewhere. I have to make that money up. So like I said, 3 years, this is our first one, and it's our last opportunity to get to one because it's our son's last year. So we thought we'd go and check it out. So what is it exactly? Rugby League Supporters Club. So they have guest speakers, so ex-players, they have bottomless food, bottomless drinks, and a quirky little thing is they auction the boys off for first try scorer. So you're picturing all these businessmen and big wigs in this room, and they auction each player 1 to 15 on who they think is going to be first try scorer. Tomorrow, whoever gets the first try scorer, whoever bought that auction for that player, they get a share of however much was raised throughout that night. It's be interesting to see. So come along, come check it out. Come and see what it's all about. First time we're going to one of these. You know, I'll show you around a little bit, or what I can show you anyway. Let's go. Yeah, it is a bit too black, I reckon. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Yep. Just while she's getting ready for the last 2.5 hours. Just a quick little background. So my son goes to a private school on the Gold Coast, TSS, and it's a rugby union school. Very different from the rugby league school that he came from, Kibra. He's been there for 4 years and this is his final year. Let's go see how these people do it. Here she goes. Let's go. 45 minutes later, and guess what she's chosen to wear? Exactly the same thing. Ready? Oh, beautiful. All right, let's go. Here we are at the Sheraton Grand Mirage Resort, Gold Coast. So this is the spot, this is where it's all happening. And let's go see how many oysters we have to consume to make up this $250. And I'm sure I can do it. I'm sure I can eat $250 worth of oysters and bottomless drinks. Let's go see what it's like. Pretty nice. Here it is, here it is. Oysters, oh yeah.
Came out of the water yesterday.
Done.
So what have we got here?
Yeah, so here we've got a little life station, so a Tassie whiskey. This one's an aperitif whiskey, if you can believe me in saying that. They've taken a bitter Italian orange, macerated into a barrel for 3 months, taken it out, then put whiskey into it, which has been heavily peated as well. So in the glass, it's a nice little zesty orange back palate, but then full body caramel through the middle.
Perfect. Let's give it a go. Here we go, here we go. Beautiful. Yeah. I was just doing that for effect. Yeah, it was good. That's good. It is.
It's actually not bad.
Whiskey, yeah, that's good. That's good. I'll be having another 15 of those.
My name's Johnny. This is my first oyster of the day.
My name's Ronnie, and this is my first and not last oyster of the day.
Hyundai, but anyway. Hyundai. Mate. I'm gonna grab you. Just professionalism.
I'm out there waving used to Sky Sports New Zealand commentator.
Yeah.
And anyone who spent any amount of time in a room with a Kiwi, that's a common effect.
Let me see which one of this. I think maybe you can start. How do you have a job with me? Honestly, how do you have a job with me?
You've got to draw.
894, Tony.
That's 894, Tony. Tony, is it Tony? Kick your finger, Tony.
Right, so I'm just stepping out to the toilet while the formalities are happening. I'll just have a little seat over here and have a chat. So they've got the auction, and straight up, there's some high rollers in there. I'm talking multi-millionaire businessmen, like Matt Rogers is the guest speaker, and a couple of ex-Lions and Scotland players. As I explained earlier, what they do with the auction is all the first 15, from number 1 to 15, everyone auctions off who they think is going to be the first try scorer. And whoever wins the buoy, whoever auctions the highest for each player, if they are the first try scorer, they get an X amount of money. And that's about to happen. And all those high rollers are in the room, a lot of multi-millionaires, and they're about to auction off my son. And if my son doesn't go for one of the highest prices, it's over, my boy. Nah, just jokes. It's a weird feeling. Like I've never sat there while people are auctioning off my son with all this money. I will see how it goes. I'm just joking, my boy. If you watch this, by the way, I don't care if you go for $1 or 10,000. Will be nice. I'm sure. The people back you to be one of the first try scorers. I'm sure you'll go for a reasonable amount, but we'll soon see.
TSS beer. They started their own label, so that's the Ben Brothers. And that's TSS. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
At 500 to start with, 12.50 if you like, and $1,000 now, and $1,500 now. Rupees at $500 a mix here on table 13. We might even start this one at $1,000. $1,500, thank you, sir. Next slide, we've got Elijah at $1,000. $1,000 here, $1,000. $1,500 here. At $2,500 now, the bid back from that. At $2,500 now.
Wifey's had a little bit. What I can say is she definitely made up for the ticket price. She drank as fast and as much as she could, and definitely made up for how much the tickets were. Look, come on, let's go.
Hi.
All in all, it was a great experience. The auction part of it was awesome. They actually paired them up, so it was like a back and a forward together. The other young athlete that my son was paired up with, his dad ended up winning the auction, which is awesome. That's awesome. So basically what that means is whoever gets the first try tomorrow, whoever bid on that kid that gets the first try, they calculated that person will get $10,000. So I think the biggest that it went for today, I think the biggest auction, the biggest bid was $3,000 for one of the boys.